Hello everyone, Natalie here. Today I'm going to show you how to cap the FPS if your game is running too fast. So, as you can see, my game is running at about 130 frames per second. Now, if you saw my Sanatorium Alpha video, you would see that it has quite an effect on how you sprint in the game. This is because regular FPS-C didn't have a timer system, meaning that the game speed was tied to the frame rate. So, what you want to do is go to the control panel. There are two ways of doing it. You can either go to this arrow, right-click the NVIDIA icon, and then click NVIDIA control panel. You can also go to your desktop, and then right-click and click NVIDIA control panel. Then you want to click Program Settings, click Add, select the most recent FPS-C game if you only want to do one. Then, if it's not already selected, click High Performance NVIDIA Processor, scroll down, find Max Frame Rate, click On, and then type in 60, and then click Apply. If you don't want to go open the game, you can also click Add, Browse, find where your thing is, your download is, find the folder. Actually, I just capped that. Find the folder it's in. Do the same, high performance, max frame rate, on, and then 60. And then click OK and apply. And then when we open Hospice again, it's running at 60 FPS now. So there's also another way to do this if you don't have NVIDIA, and that is to use RivaTuner Statistics Server. Now, this comes with the download of MSI Afterburner, so I'm going to leave a link in the description to that. So when you open RivaTuner, it will look like it actually didn't open. To fix that, click down here on this arrow, find RivaTuner, this monitor icon, and click on it. Then what you want to do is go to your global profile. I've heard that global profile is the recommended option. I don't actually have any experience with this program, so I'm going off what I've heard. And then you want to go to frame rate limit, set that to 60, and then open your game. I'm just going to use elementary. And as you can see, it's running at 60. However, if that doesn't work, then you might want to have to fiddle with the application detection level and set it to medium. That's what I've heard works. And then start it up again. And as you can see, it's also at 60 FPS. Now, if that doesn't work, and this is a last resort because I've heard this isn't recommended, go down to Add, just like you would with NVIDIA, find your Slenderman Shadow file, add it, and then do the same, frame rate limit, application detection level. Now this is already at 60 FPS in medium because that's what my global setting was to, but if it isn't, then just change frame rate limit to 60 and then fiddle with the application detection level. And then open the game again. And as you can see, we're at 60 FPS. Now, if you used global to capture FPS, like recommended, then make sure to go down here and then click reset, just so that everything you play isn't capped. But if you just use this for your map, you should be fine, but like I said, it's not really recommended. So, thought I'd add that to the end just in case. So that is how you cap the FPS on your game, any game, if it runs too fast. And next time I'm going to be covering how to fix 7th Street crashing when it's done loading. And other than that, if you don't want to miss any more content, please consider subscribing and hitting that bell. Other than that, good night.